While all eyes were glued to the flashy headlines, something far more impactful has been unfolding behind closed doors. A strategic move that could reshape the future of naval power in Southeast Asia. We've seen the breaking news. Japan is in talks to transfer 6 warships to the Philippines. But make no mistake, this isn't some token gesture. This is a bold, calculated shift in regional dynamics. And for the Philippines, it could be a game changer. Welcome to the channel, your source for the analysis that gets to the heart of Philippine defense and strategic affairs. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on what might be one of the most significant developments in the modernization of our Navy. We're not just talking about patrol boats, we're talking about Abukuma-class destroyer escorts, versatile 2,000-ton warships. But as this deal moves forward, it raises the big questions. Why now? Why from Japan? And what's the real story behind this unprecedented transfer? The problem: a Navy on the brink. To get why this is so critical, you have to understand the immense pressure the Philippine Navy is under. For decades, it's been one of the most underfunded in the region. We all know the stories. Our fleet has been a collection of aging hand-me-down vessels, crewed by some of the most dedicated and professional sailors in the world, but they are simply outmatched. Now, put that Navy in the middle of the West Philippine Sea. Day after day, Filipino vessels face off against China's maritime forces, which are bigger, more modern, and more aggressive. We've all seen the footage of tense standoffs and water cannons. It's a David versus Goliath scenario. China has over 100 modern destroyers and frigates. Philippines, we have our 2 brand new Jose Rizal-class frigates leading the line, but they can't be everywhere at once. This puts Manila in a desperate situation. We need more ships, more capability, and we need them now. Our modernization program is moving, but building a navy from the ground up takes time and a staggering amount of money. This crisis is exactly what created the opening for Japan's historic offer. And then came the news, with officials confirming that talks are in advanced stages for Japan to transfer 6 of its Abukuma-class destroyer escorts to the Philippine Navy. For a naval force stretched to its limits, this is a potential game changer.
Let's break down what the Abukuma class brings to the table. These ships were designed during the Cold War to do 2 things very well: hunt submarines and sink other ships. They're powered by a flexible system, combining diesel engines for cruising and gas turbines for a burst of combat speed. But here's where things get interesting. Their original design is what makes them truly potent. They come with a 76mm main gun, anti-submarine rocket launchers, and torpedo tubes. Crucially, they were also designed to carry Harpoon anti-ship missiles and the Phalanx CIWS, that last-ditch Gatling gun defense. Even though these ships are from the late 80s and early 90s, if properly equipped, they represent a massive leap in capability. It would give Manila a credible fleet for anti-submarine and anti-surface warfare for the first time. On paper, it sounds like the perfect solution, but this is where you have to read between the lines.
The catch, the hidden conditions and costs. This is where we get to the core of the deal. The word being used is transfer, not donation, and for good reason. The catch comes in 3 parts: the hardware, the cost, and the strategy. First, the hardware. The Philippines isn't getting fully armed, battle-ready warships delivered to our doorstep. The idea that Japan is stripping them of weapons like the Harpoon missile is misleading, because most of the ships in the class were never actually fitted with them in the first place. What Manila is getting is a capable platform, but one that needs to be armed. We will have to acquire and install the missile systems and other advanced weapons ourselves. On top of that, these are 30-year-old vessels. They're being replaced in Japan for a reason. While they are well maintained, they will need significant work to be effective for another decade. The Philippine Navy will have to invest heavily in retrofitting them with new sensors, modern systems, and of course, the weapons to fill those empty launchers. This brings us to the second catch: the cost.
While the ship hulls are being transferred at a very low cost, the Philippines is on the hook for everything else. That means transportation, the extensive modernization, crew training, and the long-term maintenance. It's still a fraction of buying new, but it's a massive financial commitment that goes far beyond a free price tag. But the biggest catch isn't about money, it's about strategy. This isn't just generosity, it's geopolitics. By providing these warships, Japan is pulling Manila deeper into a trilateral alliance with itself and the United States. The price for these ships is deeper alignment with Tokyo and Washington's goals. For Japan, it's a way to strengthen a partner on the front lines, extending its own security without deploying its own forces. There are always strings attached.
The big picture, a new balance of power. So why is this all happening now? The timing is no coincidence. This potential transfer is a cornerstone of a rapidly deepening defense partnership. This year, Japan and the Philippines formalized a Reciprocal Access Agreement, or RAA, which is set to enter into force in September 2025. This pact allows Japanese and Filipino forces to train on each other's territory. It's Japan's first
This is the first such agreement to be signed by Japan in Asia.
Such agreement with any Southeast Asian nation, and it's a clear signal. We are no longer just talking about cooperation, we are talking about genuine military interoperability. Naturally, this has not gone unnoticed by Beijing. China's foreign ministry has warned Japan and its allies about forming small circles that provoke confrontation. Beijing views this deal alongside the RAA and trilateral cooperation with the US as a direct challenge. This transfer isn't happening in a vacuum. It's part of a wider network of alliances forming across the Indo-Pacific, with the US, Japan, Australia, and the Philippines conducting joint patrols and exercises. If it goes through, this move by Japan strengthens a critical link in that chain. The goal is to change the strategic math in the region and make aggression too costly to consider. So, let's return to the central question. What's the catch? The catch is that these 6 warships are not a simple gift, but a complex strategic package. The Philippines could get desperately needed naval platforms, but they are aging, will come unarmed, and will require huge investment to become a truly formidable force. The true cost isn't just in pesos, but in a deeper commitment to an alliance with Japan and the United States. So, is it a good deal for the Philippines? Despite the conditions, the answer is overwhelmingly yes. If finalized, the transfer provides Manila with a foundational fleet it could not acquire otherwise, giving it the numbers needed to better patrol our waters. But the real story, the real value of these 6 ships will be written by the Philippines' own commitment, our ability to invest the money, the training, and the strategy to turn these 30-year-old hulls into a real deterrent. This is a pivotal moment. But what do you think? If this deal is completed, will these 6 warships be enough to truly change the balance of power in the West Philippine Sea? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to stay ahead of the curve on everything related to Philippine defense modernization, don't forget to like, subscribe, and smash that notification bell. We've got deep dives and exclusive insights coming your way. Thanks for watching.